All right, everyone. Jeremy here from MTG Headquarters, and we are doing our first Oath of the Gatewatch drafting. This draft was sponsored by patron Christopher Lynn, and if it weren't for all the patrons, I wouldn't get to draft nearly as much or bring as much content to you guys. So if it's something you have been considering backing, I'll put the link in the description below. All right, well, we've got a triple Oath of the Gatewatch draft here, and it's my first draft, so be kind. Please rewind. I think here I'm just going to take the rare. It's a very strong rare in a format or an archetype that I think got stronger with landfall. Also, anything with allies is generally okay.
Yeah, I know. I saw it. I'm like, yes, and then I'm like, no.
Taking a bit of time to read everything, and because I'm not totally sure, I think I'm considering just taking the land.
You have to draft them. Yeah, draft them. Yep. So they take the common. Yep.
Oh, it's like I read my own mind. All right, here we go. Another pack. That flame speaker was basically everywhere. Stalking drone, trying to read it. Maybe. Nobody was taking the uncommon 2-color cards. So now I'm already thinking maybe I'll just go Naya Allies uncommon version. Although I do regret not taking that waste because there were a lot of colorless cards that I could have drafted. There's an isolation zone. I'm thinking about that. Pretty sure that's my pick. I could have probably gotten away taking that unknown shores there. I don't mind overvaluing fixing early because there's some level of comfort in just knowing your mana's good after a pack or a pack and a half, and then just being able to pick the cards you want.
Can you make my picks a little easier, John, please?
Sometimes you just got to do the do and see what happens.
Colors, so I don't have to make decisions.
He put the waste on top for me.
So it's my fault, is what you're saying. Look at all these uncommons.
Now, that Mind Melter, I think I take it. It's a really bad pick if I do. I should just take the Flame Speaker or the Paladin or the Free Runner. But I just like my black-blue too much. Oh, I took a Baloth Pup. Okay. Probably low-end curve. Scion Summoner is fine. I already move it up to the top. More waste mana. Consuming Sinkhole is probably an okay pick. The Cinder Helion I probably overvalue because I played against a really good red-green deck at pre-release. It's probably not as good as I thought. Here's more good. I think Witness the End is a very good card in this format. I mean, you can just blow up their hand by turn 5, and then I just look. Oh, okay. I thought this was another pack. I was like, holy cats!
Yeah, no, nobody wants to bet on a Planeswalker unless they have it already. Yeah.
I don't think they'll make it that.
7 packs or 8?
9. Yeah. It's a super fun format.
Yeah.
Probably 50, I'm guessing.
The first couple of drafts are always really slow.
Sure.
It actually affected my ability to record
Yeah.
much
it's like
gameplay
40 plus 10,
'cause of my
35 plus 10 or 15.
camera was running out of space. Gosh, I wish someone else would make a better pair of these things, but there's really nobody out there. We got Dr. Pepper precariously on the corner. Finally. That card might be the worst card in the format. I'll just take the Sky Climber. The Sky Climber is actually pretty good, I think. Can bounce up over the top. It's an ally. It's
Right.
probably undervalued, I think. I did pretty good with multiple copies of it in pre-release. I think the pick is Zada's Commando here, or Spark, one of those two red allies. Yeah, there we go. I'm basically just taking whatever allies I can. Now, I wish I would have taken that Bone Saw, because I ended up... If I would have taken that Bone Saw, I could have lived the dream later. You'll see why. Take the Bone Saw. No! That card. Terrible card. I had no reason to take Bone Saw at this point, but it would have been pretty hilarious in my deck. Pack 2. Now remember, this is triple oath, so it's a little different than what you maybe have seen. Ooh yeah, Munda's Vanguard, that's easy first pick. Let's pretend to be looking through all the other cards. We'll sort them around. Yeah, I'm really thinking hard. Ooh, uh-oh. Crud. Double crud. Ah, take Munda's Vanguard. We pass the right-hand side. Now I've got my top of curve ally. I'm feeling pretty good about Naya allies at this point. With the 2 whole packs to go. See, here's where Walker of the Waste is so good in the colorless deck. I'm really considering just cutting it. Even though I have no intention of playing it, I'm really... we gotta take the oath. Gotta take shock. Not happy to pass that one. I think there's another one in this pack, too. Oh, maybe not. It's a fine little ally here. Gets first strike if it's attacking. I have to survey my amazingness several times during each draft to just take a minute and think about how great I am and how all my best laid plans are coming together exactly as I thought. There we go. I feel satisfied with my assessment of my skill. Got to do the do. Do cam.
Did you put any giant windows today?
Boy, I gotta like
No, I put in
keep my head thin.
That's not
Thin.
necessary.
Still. There's my buddy John. Good guy.
Oh, right on.
This shop is actually 45 minutes away from my house, but I go there. There's another Walker of the Wastes. I can't pass him too because I've already figured out he's in Devoid, so poop on you, John. Sorry, buddy. I mean, Walker of the Waste with like 4 waste mana is pretty insane. Although I drafted again this week, and I was desperately looking for wastes, I only saw 1 the whole draft.
Just the boxes from yesterday, backpacks and stuff.
So if I learned anything, I think
Backpack, which is kind of
being able to draft good non-Eldrazi decks will put you in a good position.
nice. in a fat pack that had a foil bucket island, which was like $15, and another mythic or two, I think. They were junk mythics or whatever, I think, but between the island and the Cascade Bluff, I was fine.
So now starts the train of weapons trainers. There's a waste. And a Warden of Geometry, so the guy to my right is getting fed. But I'm pretty deep into red-white allies. I feel like I can compete with this deck. Gonna have to get under. Could use some more fixing. There's a lot of fixing that flies around in these drafts, so... I'm so bored. So bored.
Dude,
Must pass faster. Okay.
I passed you a Walker of the Waste.
Oh no, I'm just looking at my own cards here.
If I would have taken that first one,
I might just be dishing John the rubbins that I cut him out of another Walker.
I think if you prioritize them early, I've passed at least 4.
Bored.
But his
So bored.
that card is only triggered by the
Duh,
basics.
finally.
But otherwise,
I'm holding him too low, but there's another Draga's Auxiliary. It wheeled. So I take that, and we'll see it here. Holding the cards a little low, but check this out. Wapow! You know, the Zulaport, the life gain pieces were flying around. Slip through space, I think that goes in my Infect deck now. Over Distortion Strike. It's a slight upgrade because you can draw a card instead of having to wait for rebound. Now I think I'm just basically looking for anything in Naya allies, and I'm taking it. There's plenty to choose from. Probably take the Sinkhole here. Yeah. I think it deals 3 or 4 to the face, which is relevant. I didn't play it, so I guess it's not that relevant. His wife's blowing him up. Poor Johnny.
getting some last minute deck tech advice.
I'm holding the pack slow again. A Warden of Geometries, lead by example. The Flame Seeker is for me. And I'm going to pass the Warden to John. So he's got a pretty good devoid or colorless deck. On to War Cleric here, no question about it. I'm getting tons of allies, but not a lot of really good allies. The free runner here. I'm basically in Naya ally auto pick mode at this point, this late in the draft. Again, I'm holding him too low. Sorry, I'll be mindful of that. This is a different place.
Vigilance and Trample for 5.
And so things are a little different.
Yeah.
And there I pass another Bone Saw.
Now, so basically I'm playing Burn.
But I did get a piece of equipment.
That's 16,
Oh, better not,
that's 16 damage.
Better not awaken me.
Yeah. I don't want to use it for that.
Yeah, so I was saying it's a different place, so I was less mindful of the camera. I was kind of looking around too much. Corrupted Crossroads is the rare here. Let's see if we have anything else. An Unknown Shores might take. Pack's totally empty for me.
Oh, nice.
It's really unfortunate.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, that was probably a bad pick. I probably should have just
Yeah.
took the fixing there.
First pick every pack, same color.
You know, these videos are both entertaining to you and educational for me. Here again, I should take... Yep, all right. Now I'm like, all right. Seer's Lantern is probably the better pick for me if I'd already taken... Immolating Glare, too, is really good. I'd probably move that. Yeah, all right.
He's not.
Good job, me.
Because you could pass it to me. Old buddy, I'll pass.
Got to do the do. Oh, yeah.
Oh, you.
Oh, Hissing Quagmire he got. Great for his deck.
Thought we were buds, man.
Irrelevant
Go
for
way
mine.
Back, way back. I knew you before a lot of these folks knew you. Back when you and You and your you hung.
You know,
out
the
with
Steep
Renegade.
Glider's probably an okay card. It just,
Oh,
I'm
for
thinking like, it's a flyer.
All I remember about him was him always having his.
But I think the
you carried that
Spellbinder
too.
Mage,
You took a 2-liter bottle of,
or whatever
milk
it's
jug
called.
full of water.
Yeah.
It's a little late for it.
What? No, that's fine. You can still run it.
In pack 3, I'm really hoping to go down to 2 colors. Maybe I really want to play red white, just splash for the
That might go around.
3 uncommon and rares, like the 2 Duragas auxiliary and the 1 rare. That's what I'm really hoping. Here comes Caleb. Awesome dude.
Hey, you
Awesome
listen to- you
beard.
listen to a band
Look at
called
that
Hop Along
beard.
at all?
Luscious.
They're on Saddle Creek.
Now I'm
Bet you
telling
like
him about a band called Hop Along,
Yeah,
and I
you
think he's
should.
going to like them.
Hop Along.
And he does like them.
What? 2 words. Their whole album is pretty tight.
Papa and Long or
Oh,
Papa?
I got another weapons master
Hop
there.
Along.
Idiot.
Like a rabbit.
Not paying attention to where my glasses are.
How many freaking Aquarium Flame Seekers?
But it was a weapons
Back in
master,
the
I
day.
remember that.
Yeah,
And I
think
kind
have
of saw
9
it too.
now. I'm like, oh, it's red and it's an ally.
Flame speaker.
Yeah. Too bad it doesn't do anything really that helpful. I guess he could cycle.
I have so many of these Quorum Flame speakers. They must suck. Dazzling Reflection is a
yeah, this
huge
song,
ball
right? It
card.
gets you right away.
I think I take it and don't even play it. I didn't realize how good it was until I got blew out by it, like a guy who was running 3 of them. Like they end up on took natural state. Now I think I gotta take this bone saw,
Packs are empty now.
but I don't. I
Thanks.
just cut a
They're
waste
just
because I'm
devoid
getting
of quality.
sloppy. Now I'm getting angry at myself watching this draft. Definitely could have done better.
I think my whole deck is 3 drops.
Yeah, you know, I thought I took a lot of low stuff too. I don't know if that's just a function of more of them being here or.
I'd never seen
Look down, you jerk.
It's funny, right?
Oh yeah.
Hey, John Lyman. Yeah.
Someone will build around
There's
it.
another vanilla ally. I was really hoping to solidify. There's another dazzling. Yeah, boy, I should have taken both of those. I would have been better off, I think.
The green counter
The Sky Climbers. There's another weapons trainer, yeah. So at this point, I think I have 3
have
weapons
4.
trainers. And I might be talking about
I have
that.
0 equipments, but it's a 3-2
And-
for 2.
Yeah.
Boy,
so that's
I'm
fine.
actually feeling really, really good
Trade
about my
up,
deck.
Getting a grill early.
And I think it would have performed better. It just I've terrible matchup. There's a Searing Light, totally super late Searing Light. I'm happy to see that. There's also a Goblin Freerunner. My colors were pretty open. I think the guy to my left was in black blue, and the guy to my right was in like green waste, green Eldrazi. So I was pretty free to pick all the Naya cards that came through. Do the do. I'm contractually obligated to say do the do every time I drink Mountain Dew. I figure once, if I can make that like a thing,
On my video,
maybe Mountain Dew will sponsor me.
has he turned the music up?
Yeah, not much for me in this pack. Kozilek's Pathfinder, I'm looking at, like,
did it
wondering
to
why he
myself.
passed it. I think we just take the generic ally. Mauve, Kozilek, Cinder, Helion, I'll take that. Even though I don't play it.
Oh,
Take
yeah,
the bone
equipment,
saw.
baby.
Take the bone saw. Take the bone
Nailed
saw.
saws. Wait, what is this one?
Yeah,
This is
take
my
it.
first equipment. I have 3.
Yeah.
No, I have 4 of those. The red, white, 3-2.
I need some
But
equipment
I
at
didn't
this
take any
point,
equipment 'cause
badly.
It's terrible.
Showing me equipment.
The more you know.
No equipment.
Yeah.
I feel like I can't let this pass me.
They can't
What?
block.
No, if
Pass
it's
the
blocked by a
equipment
colorless.
I had 2. I took one. I took bone saw. But I'm not even going to play it.
I actually don't know.
So I ended up with like a couple pieces of equipment. Overall,
For
I
0
think-
I played in a while.
the deck, if I had to say, it came together pretty nice in my opinion. It's just, look at 3 weapons trainers, I mean, if I would have had maybe an extra bone saw or two,
Alright.
like maybe 2 bone saws and some fixing,
Double CDs.
I feel like my deck was super powerful. It just didn't
really
run
damn good.
didn't run that great, but I also think I drafted good for my seat. I guess
first
looking
pick that
back,
night,
I
next
definitely
to
made
land
some
is
bad
face.
picks, but for my seat, I think I did okay.
Yeah, right.
And,
then you can
Land every.
It's
Yeah,
like
and you
3-drop
give your
bonanza,
creatures trample. Yeah.
or 2-drop bonanza, by the way.
good with
with-
Mundus
I mean, if I would have ever got Mundus, I just never got off the ground. I played a life gain deck, and I just didn't have good openers, and it just ran clunky. I think a little bit more fixing and a little more
Sometimes that's
discipline in my
super
picks
reliable,
would have paid some dividends. But overall,
Yeah.
I was pretty happy with the deck at this point anyway. Let's get on to some games.
Yeah, right. Me too. That's how I'm like, yeah, I'll keep them. I gotta ship this.
Go.
Go ahead. Uh-oh. 2-drop in the easy for sheezy. Oh yeah.
Ooh, nice.
Go ahead.
Awesome.
Before it.
Go to combat.
Before it
Got me.
I'm gonna tap this, tap that, and tap that.
Go.
Thank you, man. 3-1 first strike as long as it's attacking. Is that one?
Correct.
Got there.
For 2 in the air.
3.
Yep. 17.
3-2.
Sure.
Menace. Go ahead. No surge value.
Yeah. All right. Go to combat.
Sure.
1.
No blocks.
All right. Witness the end. You lose 2 and exile 2 cards from your hand.
Lose 2. Exile 2. Oh boy. Spicy.
And then pass when you're done. Nice.
Yeah. But what did I keep?
Tap 2, you know, exile.
Value.
Part of your library,
Dang.
Yeah.
and return it back to you.
Why not? We'll equip it.
All right.
We'll jump it.
Yep.
7.
Take it. Go to 10.
So which land did you
Go ahead.
Go to combat.
Sure.
4.
4 is
So
good.
you did 5 damage to target creature.
No,
Yep.
I'm sorry. I cast this one.
Side master.
Oh yeah, first strike guy. Sure.
Confusing me now.
Pass.
I'm not sure what's what over there.
Exile.
Man. Jump it.
All right.
7.
Go to private attacks and then attack.
Okay.
I gain 4.
All
I'm
right.
prevent damage, so I take 1 in total, so I go down to 9.
Yeah,
I
it
go
prevents
up.
damage,
Mana screen.
and then you take 3.
Yeah, so I go up 1, so I'm at 11.
Yeah. Right. That's
You
right.
take one for the
Go.
go colors creature entry.
All right. Go to combat.
Sure.
All that. 7. Sure.
4.
Yep. Go to
8.
8. Pass.
Top deck mode.
Agrees you get +1/+1 is controlling credit.
Which I currently do.
Yep.
Attack.
Oblivion Strike.
Exile it.
Yep.
Sure.
I'll take 4.
That's right.
All right. Go to
7.
7.
Oh, I'll equip it. Sure. Why not?
Okay.
Go ahead.
Untap.
Yep.
Go to combat.
Yep. 4.
4.
Yep.
Bam.
-4 mana.
Bam.
Sure.
Go. Top decks.
Yeah. So I'm dead on the crackback is what you're saying.
Don't worry about it.
He has haste.
Creature.
Um,
Party attacks. Tap 3 and tap him down. He doesn't untap during the next step and I draw a card. For all my expensive cards, I'll get land screwed.
Swing 5.
Yep, swing that.
1, 2, 5. Oh, and 1 from the
Alright, we'll go next game.
Alright.
so 9.
Yep.
Go ahead.
The draft didn't turn out great. I thought I drafted a pretty good deck, but I was very unsure of the format, and the first round I just got completely blown out. But so I had Unknown Shores. I picked a Bonesaw really late. You'll see why. A Searing Light, which is fine. In 2 drops we have Oath of Chandra, Brute Strength, Immolating Glare. I've drafted 3 copies of Weapon Trainer. Like, this deck, I thought from a draft perspective, could have been pretty crazy. Zada's Commando, Ondu War Cleric. Then in the 3 hole, I've got a Strider Harness, another piece of equipment. Core Sky Climber. And then ended up with 2 Joraga's Auxiliaries. So nobody was taking uncommon 2-color cards at all. And I also ended up with a Core Scythe Master, Quorum Flameseeker. In the 4 spot, I had a Spawnbinder Mage, Goblin Freerunner, another Spawnbinder Mage, an Isolation Zone, and then a Mina and Den Wildborn. And Munda's Vanguard, right? So I drafted, like, in my opinion, a perfect Naya Allies deck, and I just got completely wrecked in round 1. And then had the buy in round 2, so I just bailed because that particular shop doesn't do prize support for draft anyway. And I was excited to go draft again, and so I ended up dipping out of there because it's about a 45-minute drive for me to get home. I didn't open anything too crazy. I thought I drafted well. I feel confident in the deck I drafted, but it just didn't run good for me. I think I very easily could have won the last 2 rounds. But this format feels a lot clunkier to me after 2 drafts. I feel like there probably should be like 2 packs of Battle, 1 pack of Oath. I don't know. But nonetheless, I did a draft, a last Battle for Zendikar draft that I took 2nd place. We split for 1st. And I got some cons packs, and so I will share them with you. I opened up 1 pack already because I'm still trying to work with some of the setup here, but I opened a Sidisi, which is pretty nice. But what you really want to open in cons is fetch lands. All right, so let's see if we can find ourselves a fetch land with one of these last 2 packs. I don't think we're gonna find one. We have a Ruthless Ripper, Death Frenzy. That was always a fun card to draft. Tomb of the Spirit Dragon, a rare Altar of the Brood. We have a foil Erase. All right. So I hope you guys are liking the real life like first-person view drafting. I promise it'll get better as I play the format more. The pre-release for MTGO is this week, which means I'll get a lot more time into the format. Mardu Blazebringer, Suspension Field, Despise, and a Jeskai Ascendancy. A foil Swarm of Bloodflies. No fetchy. But nonetheless, we got to play the lottery, and I got to share my very first Oath of the Gatewatch draft with you. And again, if you want to help support the channel, we can always use it. It helps us keep the Fat Pack series running. It helps do the real-life drafting. And we're very, very close to standard and Pauper deck techs and gameplay videos. We're like just a few patrons away. So go check that out if you care to. If not, I hope you enjoyed this video, and we'll talk to you again real soon. What's up, and thanks for watching this video. I produce all different kinds of content, so if you haven't yet, click on my face to subscribe. If you want to watch more videos, I've got some sweet playlists, including this one, where I open up every Fat Pack ever created. I've also got this one over here where I open just about anything vintage and old and expensive for your enjoyment. And all this is made possible by the awesome backers at our Patreon, which is linked in the description of every video. Hop on over there, check it out, see if it's something you might want to consider. If not, sit back, enjoy, and I'll still love you.